Hello, welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. I'm here this evening to do the general monthly reading for the month of July 2017 for the sign of Taurus, the bull. I'm just getting your smudge up. Oh, that's nice. And some for you, Taurus, as well. Okay. There we go. All right, I've already really shuffled the cards up really well and did all my stuff that I do. So I'll just give it one more quick run through just so you, for your benefit, so you can see. This is Taurus, the bull. Beautiful. Wunderbar. All right. And here we go. Card number one, your whole overall energy, Taurus, the Ace of Swords, and victory. Victory. I just heard somebody's been through a long haul. They're finally seeing victory. Not only that, a lot of possibilities in your financial sector as well. Possibilities. Your hearth and your home, anything close to your, oh, not you. It's the Eight of Cups. It's all about change. Your challenges. Oh my. Taurus. Abandonment. Message from Spirit, Taurus. Queen of Swords. It's a good card to have after those two last ones. She's all about resilience. When I've exhausted the messages from those 5 cards, for those of you that are new, I pull one significator at the end of the reading from Deck of Tarot. All right, your first card, beautiful. Somebody's had a long, long haul of it. A long, hard haul. Working really, really hard, being very patient, waiting a long, long time. And now a decision is going to be made, and the decision is going to lead to instant victory for you or an instant win. You're going to come out on the good end of things, whatever this decision is. Only you guys know that, Taurus. Please remember, this is a general reading, all right? So it may or may not resonate with you. This ace brings clarity. It brings breakthrough first, then it brings clarity. It lifts any blocks of uncertainty of the important things that you've been waiting on, going on around you, been subject to, and delay plans, plans been delayed, I'm sorry, that have been on hold for a long time, are now given the green light to forge ahead. See, right there's a decision that's worked in your favor. You've been waiting and waiting to move on something, and now you'll be moving. This card shows up as well to cut through any confusion so that you're in a place of winning power and success. New beginnings in a relationship for some of you. As I said, there's this refreshing mental clarity that you're going through right now. If you're flirting with anything in the legal sense, you better be on your toes. Make sure you've got your game on, as they say, all right? It goes for any arguments or debates that are going on as well. Make sure you know your stuff. Don't try to fake anything at this time. And it'll go in your favor if you use your intelligence. Victory will be yours. Your keywords are beginnings and decisions, action, clarity, determination, solutions, and ideas. Now, this is your overall energy for this reading for the month of July. You're going to have a lot going on. A lot of emotional stuff is going to be going on. Okay. Your finances and wealth, Seven of Cups, all about possibilities. All right. Sometimes we're given too many choices. Sometimes that's, there's a lot of choices to make, but you can only pick one. That can be a real, you know, of a bit of a situation to find yourself in. And there's going to be some of you saying, I wish I didn't have these choices. If I had no choices, I'd have no decision to make. Whatever was going to happen, whatever was going to unfold, whatever was going to be, will just be. There's nothing I can do to influence it or change that. That's just a safe route. And sometimes we have to step out on a limb, all right? And even if we're stumbling in the dark, something drives us to keep moving forward, no matter what we encounter. And some of you are going to be doing just that, and you hardly have any information. You have no foundation. You have very little facts based on whatever it is that you're going to go through. You're getting a whole raft of impressions, a whole questioning. If any good comes your way, or you see yourself with potential to make more of an income, more of a savings account, to move even further up the ladder in your social status. Some of you may slip off a little bit from reality, so you gotta consciously remember, and have a sense of what is real and what isn't real. Sometimes there's a fine line there. A lot of it's perception as well, and how you stand back and you view things as well. But there's going to be some choices that need to be made for some of you. Again, this is a very general reading, but dreams and visions are coming into play, and that's how you manifest things. So I always encourage dreams, and I always encourage visions. Well, visions are something that you happen, but if you create your dreams, there's your vision, right? It's just a different kind of vision. It's the kind you control. It's your world that you get to build. But just keep yourself grounded is the advice of this card. The advice is don't rush into any one option. Wait to see what's going to manifest if you have the luxury of doing that. If you hear there's a new job on the market, something's been open for you to make extra money and to move forward and to move on up a little bit. Card is saying just hold back a little bit and see what happens so you don't waste any more time. And the waiting won't be wasting time. You'll be doing other things while you're waiting. You're going to put more than one egg in your basket. Put it that way. You're going to put, as they say, your hot irons into the fire. You're going to have several going at once because you're going to be in that place. And there again, if you're looking for work or you want to advance, you want to change of scenery, a change of job, what could happen is you go out and you just flood your market with resumes and applications. And then what could happen is you get 3 or 4 interviews at once, and maybe 2 or 3 of those actually offer you the job at the end of the interviews. And that might be your dilemma and choices that need to be made. All right, because it's going to have a big impact in your life. That's wonderful. Your keywords are fantasy and confusion, choices, dreams, imagination, vision. There's a lot of passion there as well, too. Passion to make money, passion to make life easier and better for yourself. Okay, in your hearth and your home. This is everything that's close to your heart and your life. All the people. 8 of Cups. And it's change. And usually this is a bittersweet card. All right? Because usually what's going on here is somebody is realizing that the longer they stay, the more it's not getting any better. Things aren't improving. There's no growth. Everything's stagnant. It's a relationship that's not growing. And you know in your heart of hearts, in your realistic moments when your feet are on the ground and you're in the heat of the moment, that no, this isn't going to work. It doesn't feel right. I don't see longevity in this relationship. Some of you are going to find the right time to take your leave, and you're going to move on. You really are. Other commitments have been severed as well. Some of you are leaving your hometown, city, village, wherever it is that you live. You're leaving that area completely. You're completely physically removing yourself. You've already given a few people that matter the heads up of what's going on. So all the drama's already been played out. They're all just waiting for it to take place now and for you to leave. So it's going to be a very quiet goodbye for you, Taurus. A very quiet goodbye. So there's a journey ahead for some of you. Just to change the scenery. For a few others, vacation is up as well. And some of you are going to be taking some short trips away, looking and scouting out someplace else to live. Whatever this relationship was that was severed, that you're leaving and walking away from, you're feeling if you get a whole brand new perspective on life, because this relationship wasn't going anywhere, yes, but you were in it for a long time. There's the thing. And you want a fresh start all the way around. It's just the way things play out sometimes. You're not right, you're not wrong. It's just the way it is. Follow your heart forward is the advice of this card. Follow your heart forward. Move forward. As long as you're not moving backwards and you're not standing still, keep moving forward. It'll be all good. It has to be. It can't be all bad, right? Okay, so your keywords are endings, departures, journeys, movement, transition, travel, and just some easygoing vacations for some of you to get away from a stressful situation you find yourself in, or a big life change that's about to unfold. You're saying, I'm out of here for a couple of weeks before I tackle that. I want to make sure I'm rested and I'm ready for this, and my brain is clear and my heart's not heavy. I want to come back feeling cleansed and refreshed and ready to take on these new challenges in my life and these new goals. So your challenges for the month is 5 of Pentacles, and it's all about abandonment. And here's the thing, you know what? You could be the one on the other end of this could be happening to you. Somebody is leaving you, all right? This card here kind of pushes that. It's your 5 of Pentacles, abandonment. Some of you, this comes up a lot with this card. It does jump off the card. Some of you have fears of poverty and isolation, of abandonment. But for the most of that, what I just said is not your reality at all. These are ingrained fears that you've been feeding off of for some reason. Somebody out there, Taurus, isn't feeling deserving enough to even believe that everything is really as good as it can be. Some of you, on the other hand, are in denial of what the reality is of your life and your situation, your relationships. There's a lot of pulling back away and distancing yourself, going off for like quiet time, alone time. There's a lot of self-doubt going on. Some of you are even thinking, does anybody even like me? Am I liked by anybody? Why aren't people warming up to me? And you're wondering this. Maybe all this self-doubt that you carry around and all these fears of isolation, abandonment. Do you talk about that a lot? Because if you do, after a while, people will get turned off by that kind of talk, because that's negative and it's dark and it's gloomy and it's depressing. And who wants to be around that? Think about that for a minute if you're guilty of doing that. Not everybody. General reading, all right? If you don't recognize yourself there, then good for you. If you do, you got some thinking to do and some splaining to do too, I would say. So, some of you are so paranoid that you're losing sleep over losing your job, losing your relationship, your family breaking up, your house burning to the ground, your grandma dying. You know what I mean? You're doom and gloom. You're like a bad luck schleprock. In some kind of twisted way, what I just heard, I don't know who this is meant for, But you figure if you worry about all these things, it'll be like warding things off so that they never happen at all, because you've already walked through the pain and the misery and that feeling of being abandoned and isolated. And you feel that if you keep these personas up and you keep in touch with these negative things, that somehow puts a wall up from these things that are coming at you. Well, here's the reality. These things are going to come at you. They're going to come at you. And you know what? You're already exhausted from pretending that things were like that to ward off the evil things. It's kind of like the knocking on wood thing. Yeah, that's that kind of a thing. You got to give your head a shake and have a reality check. You may need to compare your life to other people that are less fortunate than you are. That can be hard to do if you're feeling pretty bad. For those of you that are feeling bad, that can be really hard to do. But you know what? That's about the only thing that'll pull you back up and have belief in yourself again, and see your cup is always refillable, never half empty or half full, always refillable. So you have a steady flow going on. Compared to other people around the world, yes, just being present, living within a city situation, even if you're going hungry every day, is better than what usually is going on in, the third world countries. As long as you're living within a city, there's potential you might eat before the day's out. You're surrounded by restaurants and businesses and all kinds of stuff like this. For those of you, I don't know how they'd be on a computer, but if you're homeless, then you know what I'm talking about and what I'm referring to and what I'm saying, right? I know you guys can use the libraries have free computers. You can go online and look at different things. I don't know if they allow you to go on YouTube or not, but anyway, here's the thing. Some of you, for those of you that isn't your reality, is my point I'm trying to make, is for you have no idea what homeless people go through. You have no idea what it's like to be hungry, and you think your life is hell, and it's not. You need something to compare it to. If you want to read a good book about that kind of mentality and that kind of comparison, and this is probably book is found in every psychologist and every psychiatrist office around the world, and it's a book written by Viktor Frankl, and he was in the concentration camps during the Second World War. Not to get political, but what he lived through and the losses that he had, and he still came out the other end in one piece. And let me tell you, the people that he was spending those years with, now they had nothing. They didn't even have freedom. At least you have your freedom. I didn't mean to go on and on about this card, but that's what's coming under this card. These are your challenges. They're not nice ones. You got a lot of work to do for some of you. This will not resonate with everybody. It's just a few of you. You do have support. And here's the other thing. Can I be blunt? For whoever this is resonating with, pull your head out of your own butt. All right? You're not grateful enough. You're not appreciative enough. Not that I'm downplaying your pain or discomfort, but a lot of your stuff is plain paranoia. What's making you paranoid? To be so afraid of those things. There's no need of it. And there's people that are truly, truly, truly so much worse off than you are. And I'm not poor bashing because I'm poor, let me tell you. I know what it's like to be hungry and all that other stuff. I know what that feels like. It's a very dark place to be. And if you're not even anywhere near there, you have no right to take claim. Some people, misery loves company, and they love being miserable. I hope you're not one of those Taurus. I really hope there's none of you out there like that. But you do have a lot of support. A lot of people don't have support. If you can't find support, go someplace different. Go to different people you wouldn't normally go to. Your keywords are isolation and rejection, bias, fear, risk, relationships, and money problems. These are more fears than they are reality. Your last card is the Queen of Swords. It's all about resilience, and guess who's coming back stronger than ever? It's going to be you, Taurus. For those of you that are kind of down in the slumps, yeah, you'll be coming back. This is a really strong emotional energy. She's very intellectually strong as well. She's very sharp-witted. She has a lot of insight. She reads people like the phone book, like they're nothing. She can see right through everybody. She knows what's going on before you even realize what's coming out of your mouth. She already knows what you're going to say. But this is an energy as well if she is not a real person, all right? If she doesn't manifest, she's highly intelligent. She's very, very driven. She commands respect wherever she goes because she just has that air about her. People stop and notice her. They look at her. It's not that she's so well put together or beautiful. It's nothing to do with it. It's her aura. It's her self-confidence and her self-assuredness that makes her that way. And this energy is floating through at the end of July here, about the 3rd and 4th week of July, when you go through all this other stuff, all right? She has a lot of great insight. She stands her ground. She puts her own interests first. Do you recognize her? She can see the truth in a flash. Sometimes she's the you card, and that's why you're recognizing her. You're recognizing yourself. It's time to show you strength of character, is basically what this is all about, especially in the face of adversity. Yeah. The advice of the card is be prepared to make some very strong decisions at this time. We're going back to that again. What can I say? Or even respond to a woman who's going to be making a final decision about you or for you. Well, it'll be for you either way you look at it. Your keywords are intelligence, independence, leadership, insight and tolerance, determination, and a fine balance going on here. Justice. That is your 5-card spread. Let's get right into your significator. Could we have one significator, please, for this 5-card spread, for this general monthly reading for the month of July, for the sign of Taurus, the bull. This one significator, please, for this 5-card spread for Taurus for July 2017. Let's give it one more go, guys. That wasn't quite right. Okay. All right. Page of Wands. It came in reversed. And I don't know. I can't keep those cards straight when it comes to reversals and the uprights. Some do, some don't. Page of Wands. No. All right, great. There's no reverse. So, when the Page of Wands shows up, he's a nice looking card, is he not? The person symbolized by the Page of Wands is a young man who seizes every opportunity with childlike innocence. He is inspired by, but does not challenge, the exchange of intense viewpoints. In love, he symbolizes intense faithfulness. So once more, the person symbolized by the Page of Wands is a young man who seizes every opportunity with childlike innocence. Somebody that's not afraid to live and by the seat of their pants, like they don't know any better. They go in with a positive attitude, like nothing can touch them and nothing's ever going to go wrong. It's going to be a great adventure. He's inspired by, but he never challenges, the exchange of intense viewpoints because he doesn't care what others' intense viewpoints are. He's going to do as he wants to do. It's having full control again and having childlike innocence. You know what? Where poverty, isolation, and abandonment don't exist. Put it that way. Thank you very much for being here tonight, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it meant something to you, and I hope it resonated with a lot of you as well. But more than anything, I hope it gave you some kind of hope. A bit of a reality check. I'm sorry. I really am. I'm not a hard ass. I don't think I am. Well, I can be if I have to be, but anyway, thank you so much for being here. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. That would make me very happy. Also, I'd like to say thank you to all the subscribers right across the board, all here on YouTube and on Facebook under the Facebook group Bay of Fundy Fortunes as well. That's a closed group of very much like-minded people that all originated from here, and they joined there as well. And you can feel comfortable there. You want to talk, you don't, but it's an enlightening place to be. We're all like-minded. We're all on the same page of life. We're all walking the same trail together. And it can be exciting and a lot of fun at times, too. You can also find not just on Facebook and YouTube, but you can find Bayofundi Fortunes on Google, Blogspot, and on Twitter as well. And if you like this reading and you'd like something specific and private just for you, I do offer the service of private readings. You find the information down below in the Show More section. Click on that. It'll drop open. Read through how it works. And grab my email that you see there that I use for everything. Ship me off an email saying you'd like to have a reading, and I'll get you taken care of ASAP. And for the rest of you, if you're just looking for me, I don't know why you would be. As long as you're not packing up 45. Eh? No, I'm joking. But if you're looking for me, you'll always find me right here. People that come to visit know this is my spot in the world right here. I literally can be found here. Or walking down below on the beach along the water's edge that hold the highest, mightiest tides on the whole planet, the beautiful, bountiful Bay of Fundy. I'm always waiting and I'm always watching. You can always catch me at the next high tide. Thank you very much for being here. Come back next week, I think. And we'll be starting up the weeklies to follow the month of July through to see how it's unfolding. Thank you so much for being here. That's all for now. Good night.